Alright, so this is my 500th video, and that's pretty crazy to think about, but I thought I'd just make it a little bit special, right? So I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, and this is my first ever account tour. So yeah, a bit of a weird account tour because I'm not gonna go over everything necessarily, because I just don't want to make this like a flex video, right? I just want to go over some rank ups and why I did it, and just talk about the stories behind some of my rank ups, because honestly, I think I have some pretty fun stories to talk about with my rank ups, even just my rank 2 6-stars. I have some pretty fun stories. So yeah, let's just not waste any time and let's just get right into it. So here's my profile, right? My Namor sitting pretty at the very top. I love that. Then we have my rank 5 Warlock, my rank 4 Silver Centurion, and then my rank 4 Doctor Doom. I barely just hit 4 million hero rating, which is pretty dang cool. I didn't even know that I hit it. I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest, but yeah, that's pretty nice. I also saw I own 1,100 heroes, which is kind of insane. Really goes to show how many years I've been playing this game, right? I think I downloaded this game when I was 10 or something, so yeah, it's been 7 years probably by now, which is just crazy, man. But yeah, now let's go over just the content real quick. I have everything 100% for the most part, except for one little thing. So just gonna speed this up. You can see, most things here 100%. I haven't done the Grief Incarnate run for Eternity Pain. And one thing is 100% here, and it is it's Act 4. I haven't fully explored Act 4 yet. I know, crazy, right? I'm missing out on the mastery points and things like that. I'm sorry, but yeah, that is my story content and just general content progression. Everything 100% except for Act 4 and Grief Incarnate. And here's my Cal situation. I have 2.5 Cosmic Catalysts, so we're going to talk about who I want to rank 5 next in this video. I also have one skill one tech one, so that can be pretty cool to go over as well. And yeah, nothing too much there to talk about. But here we go. Here's the part that I've been waiting for the most. My roster now. We can talk about some of these rank ups, some of these pools. So first we have my 7-star roster, which is my most recent addition pretty much. Hulk was my first one. Man, am I glad he was my first one. I love this guy so much. He's so much fun to play. He is quite insane. I think he is the best 7-star in the pool by far. So yeah, I love Hulk so much. I'm so happy he's my first 7-star. That it feels so good to say. And then we have Storm Pyramid X here, who is pretty dang fun. A bit underrated, I feel like. Just very fun to play, and I feel like people will start to like her more because, she's a 7-star, and, they're going to pull her quite often, so they'll probably, open up to her for sure. And then we have Domino, who is a champion that I am, 50-50 on for the most part, because her RNG is just so annoying to me. A little fact about me, I just cannot stand RNG characters, right? I just don't really like Archangel that much as well because of his RNG. Love the design, love the animations, not the biggest fan of, Archangel's kit. Kind of same thing with Domino. Domino's a little bit more fun, I would say, but yeah, she's still pretty cool. She's fun to play around with, and when things line up, she's just very, very fun. Then we have America Chavez, who I pulled from a Paragon Crystal, actually. She's pretty great. I think she's a lot of fun in buff heavy matchups, or just, general matchups. She's pretty fun as well. Her damage isn't all there in regular matchups, but it's still pretty fun to play around with. And yeah, her utility is pretty nice. She has some niche stuff with the ability power rate reduction and just her increased attack per buff. It's pretty cool. And she also has a buff potency reduction too, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I think she's a good all-around 7-star for sure. And then we have my second favorite 7-star, Killmonger. I didn't think I was going to like this guy, but oh my gosh, I love this dude. He's so much fun to play. He has so much potential, I feel like. So yeah, I can always make videos about this guy because I genuinely love the character. I think he's great. And then we have Titania, who is my second 7-star actually. I really like Titania. I feel like she's pretty fun to play. And man, that Haymaker is just really overpowered. So yeah, just a pretty cool character overall. Now let's move on to my rank 5 6-stars. So first up we have Namor. Namor is my beloved, to be honest. I love this guy so much. Fun fact about me, I love water animations, and I will simp for them until the end of time. And Namor, he was the OG, man. He had the first water animations, fell in love instantly, needed this guy. He was my second rank 5, and I would never rank him down ever. I just love his animations. I just think he is a beautiful champion, and he's super fun to play. His damage output, quite satisfying. And I'm a damage simp, right? So, I absolutely love this guy because of his damage, of course, and just his overall animations, his look, I love. I'm a massive, massive Namor simp. And yeah, loud and proud, man. Now I have my first ever rank 5, which was Warlock, and I do not regret this rank up at all. I pulled the Tech 4 to 5 gem from Karina's challenges, and I was a bit like hurt about it at first because I had no direction with my Tech class, right? Like I didn't know how I wanted to rank up in that class. But then I just watched some like videos. I watched some motion comics as well, just to see like who had the best just like overall design and look. And Warlock, once I saw his like motion comic and I saw his design and like his personality, I just fell in love with it, man. And then I played around with him in like Realm of Legends, things like that, and I was like, wow, I think this guy will be my first rank 5. And he was, and I do not regret it because I love him so much. He's so much fun to play. I love his like just silliness, man. It's so great. So yeah, I would never rank him down at all. A very good first rank 5 in my opinion. Now we have my favorite champion in the entire game. I think he's my favorite. There's a competition between a couple characters, of course, but I think this guy is the number one right now, and it is Mole Man. Mole Man is my beloved. I love him so much, man. I feel like he is just an absolute beauty of a character, right? Him and Giganta Jr., I just love their story. I feel so bad for the guy. I know in like the comics he's a very like, bad villain, right? But in MCOC he's just like a misunderstood man, and I feel really bad for him. So yeah, that's just a bit sad. Like his motion comic is pretty dang sad, man. But also I just love the character so much. I think he's so much fun to play. Giganta Jr. I think is like the most adorable champion in the game. Well, him or someone else, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, Giganta Jr. is just so adorable too. So it's just like the perfect combo, right? And I just love it so much. I love both of them so much. I would never rank down Mole Man. I honestly would want to rank 6 or 7 star Mole Man. I just love this champion so much. I can talk about him all day, but I don't want this to be too long, so we'll have to move on. Okay, I gave myself a 20-minute time limit, so I should probably just like speed things up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go over the characters that like I have a proper story with. Silver Centurion. It took him for Prestige originally, but he's pretty fun to play, and yeah, he's not too shabby. I think he's a pretty good character overall. Dr. Doom, also Prestige, man. Yeah, he was just pure Prestige, and I'm not like, it's Doom, so I'm not going to waste so much time on him, but I will admit he has some beautiful animations for sure. But now we have Thing. Thing I took up because just look at him, man. I think he is so adorable. I just love Thing so much. A little fun fact about me, I just love large and extra large characters. They are my go-tos. Like in Alliance War, I will only use them for sure. I use Mole Man and Thing the most like last season, and it's probably going to stay that way, man, because I just love the extra large characters. There's just, I don't know, it's just, I guess they feel like more comfortable to play. I just feel more like protected with them, I guess. And yeah, I just love extra large characters so much. And Thing is just adorable. So I was like, oh my gosh, this little ball of cuteness. I just need to rank him up for sure. I know he's not actually like a little ball of cuteness, and he would like kill me in a second if I said that to him, but I just love the character, right? So yeah, massive fan of Thing there. And another thing, I love large and extra large characters, right? But I also really love white hair. Not like, old people white hair, no offense, but I just love dyed white hair, right? So when I saw Quicksilver and when I saw his like first ever like design, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this champion ASAP, because he had white hair and I just like, I simped instantly, man. So I got this guy, took him to rank 4 ASAP, and yeah, I love him so much. He's so much fun to play. I know people don't like his playstyle at all because of like his 13 hit combo, but I don't mind it at all. I can play it all day, to be honest. I just love it a lot. Then we have Kitty, who's actually been my profile pick on my like game profile for a while now. I don't even know why I said it as her, but honestly, I don't mind. She's a very fun champion to play. I think she's like, her and Lockheed are quite adorable, so yeah. And of course, they're like very good characters, right? But like that wasn't really why I took her up. I just took her up because I thought like, she's just very fun to play. Okay, moving on a little bit faster, Wiccan, I just think he is very fun to play, so yeah, just loved him a lot when I first played him, so yeah, took him up to rank 4 when I pulled him. Cord, just for fun, man, I think he's such a fun champion to play. He's a good defender too, but that's just like, bonus. I took him up because he's fun. Mangog I took up because he's absolutely adorable, and I think he is probably the second like most adorable character in the game. So yeah, I know if I said that to him, I'd be like, damn, a second, right? But you know what? It's fine. And now we have Human Torch, and Torch was my first rank 4 6-star actually, and I don't regret it, man. I just love everything about him. I love his confidence. I love his like design, his play style. His flame on is so beautiful. So yeah, would not regret that at all. I was like really conflicted between like him and Guardian, I think, and I went with Human Torch instead. And I don't regret it, man. I would keep him at rank 4. I would probably rank 5 him like soon. I don't know when though. But yeah, very fun champion. Now, Craven was my third rank 4 6-star, and I love him so much. He's in my top 5 for most favorite characters. I love his design so much. I think he is quite the handsome lad. Also, I just love his playstyle. So fun fact, I pulled him from an early access crystal, a toad one, I believe, and I was like, wow, I love this dude so much. He's so much fun to play. I knew nothing about him beforehand, but now that I like played him, I was like in love, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, he needs to be duped, right? How am I going to dupe this guy? I have to wait like an eternity for that. I opened Toad's crystals again when they released. Second crystal, duped him. It was a divine intervention, probably. So yeah, that was just like super fun, and I just fell in love with the character. Took him to rank 4, would never rank him down. I think he's so much fun to play, and I just love the character so much. Nova, I took him up for defense, but then I fell in love with him because he's just so much fun to play. I love his, back and forth play style. Longshot was my second rank 4 6-star, and I do not regret it at all. People, hated on Longshot for a while. When I took him up, people, were still hating on him. Then Battlegrounds came out, and now people, not stop talking about him. So, yeah, I was early. I just want to say that. Yeah, super fun character to play. I just love him so much. So, yeah, Longshot, very big fan. Now, Icarus is my second favorite champion for sure. I just think he is beautiful, not just looks wise, but design, animations, motion comic, it's just all gorgeous. I think the Eternals are just perfection. I haven't seen the movie. I will never see the movie because apparently it's just it paints them in a bad light, but the MCOC versions are just absolutely beautiful, man, and I just love both of them so much. But Icarus was my preferred favorite. I was so down bad for Icarus when he first came out. Oh my gosh, I was simping to the maximum. I spent so many school hours grinding for this guy as a 5-star, and when I finally did get him, I was just so happy, man. So yeah, second favorite character for sure. Now I have Sorcerer Supreme, who I took up for Alliance War defense originally, surprisingly, but yeah, she's been a great attacker for me as well. So yeah, pretty cool rank up. I think he's pretty fun to play, pretty underrated too. Then we have Super Scroll, who I took up because he's so much fun to play, man. I love his rotation. I love his animations. I love that he is a combination of the Fantastic Four. I think that's just super cool. So yeah, big fan of Super Scroll. I think he's quite underrated too, to be honest. And then we have one of my other favorite characters. I think he'd be in my top 10 or top 5, but we have Hawkeye. And Hawkeye, I love so much, man. I did so much with rank 3 Hawkeye. I was like, okay, to pay tribute, I'm just gonna rank 4 him. And yeah, he's still an absolute monster, man. I know people are hitting on him as a 7-star because he needs to be awakened, which is fair enough, right? But once he's awakened, you're gonna realize just how good he is, in my opinion. So yeah, I love Hawkeye so much, man. This rank 4 was for defense, but honestly, I also want to say it was just because of lore as well. I love the lore behind Gatlin, man. He's such a beautiful champion. His story and all that, it's just perfect, and I love it a ton. His animations are to die for. His SP1 is great. His SP3, I could watch it forever. It is just perfect. Emma Frost is the one I don't talk about that much because I don't know. I've never really brought her up before, but yeah, she's rank 4. And I like her a lot, man. I like her playstyle. It's really fun. And her diamond form is just really pretty as well. So yeah, I really like Emma Frost. I want to make videos about her for sure, but I just haven't got to it yet. So yeah, that's my bad. And now we have the last rank 4 here, which is Overseer, and he was also just story rank up. I love his story. I love how he's a wanderer in the battle room, just collecting things as he goes. This is the prelude to Maestro, right? And that's just so cool to me, man. So I was like, you know what? I have to take this guy up. And I took him up when people were hating on him still, because Overseer for a while was quite a hated on character, which is so surprising now, right? But he was, and I was one of the first people to actually like the character. So yeah, not to flex, but I was there first. But yeah, that's my rank 4 roster. Okay, skimming through my rank 3s, we just have some of these here that are for fun or just because they're pretty dang good, and I thought I'd just have them up for Battlegrounds or something. Red Guardians for fun. We have also Iceman for fun, who's also pretty dang good now. We have CGR, Nick Fury for just because they're really good. Same thing with Hercules there at the bottom. Spider-Man was for content, and honestly, he's pretty dang fun to play. So yeah, pretty good buff in my opinion. We also have Darkhawk, who was for fun as well. He's one of my first rank 3s actually. So yeah, big props to Darkhawk. I still love the guy. I think he's still fun to play. I should probably rank 4 him, to be honest. Okay, story time again. So me and my family, we went on vacation, right? And I was home alone in the hotel room for quite a while. And this feature was on, right? It was the I-Bomb feature, and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do, man? I really want this I-Bomb character. He looks so cool to play, and he looks so fun. And so I think I was 15 at the time. I opened one featured, out came I-Bomb. I was running around the hotel room. I think I almost got a noise complaint on me because I was just like so happy, man. And I could like be as loud as I wanted to because I was just by myself. And I will always remember that, man. I was just like running around the hotel room, just like so happy about it. And then I took him up. Do not regret it. He's so much fun to play. I honestly want to ring for him because like, I love him so much, man. And it was just like such a great story to finally get him. Then we have some more, like, really good champs that you took it for Battlegrounds, like Nimrod, who's actually pretty dang fun to play, I must admit. Hercules too. Captain America Infinity War, I actually gave him an Abyss generic when I, like, fully explored Abyss, and I did not regret it at all. I think he's a really fun character to play. Corvus down there, my first ever rank 3 6-star, and I do not regret it, man. He is a monster. He's still very, very powerful in, like, the right scenarios. So, yeah, I love Corvus. I'll always, like, be a bit of a Corvus fan because, he was my first ever rank 3 6-star. So, yeah, sorry, but not sorry. Okay, another story time. Sunspot, I actually picked him over Ghost and the 6-star Nexus. They were both new, right? So I was like, man, what do I do? Like, Ghost is the right pick, but I've been loving Sunspot, and I've been wanting Sunspot for, like, such a long time. And I just, I asked a line chat for advice. They said, Ghost, you muppet. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, you know what? My heart wants Sunspot, so I picked Sunspot. Do not regret it. They're both rank 3 now anyway, so, it is what it is, right? Captain Marvel movie, I used to simp for a ton. Like, I spent so many hours, like, in my school time, getting the 4-star version when I was, like, how old was I? Like, 12? I don't even know, but yeah. Then we have some more fun rank ups, like, Falcon. I think he was, like, for fun. Same thing with Dr. Octopus and, like, Dr. Voodoo. Then we have, like, Absorbman. I took up because he's new. Pretty dang good, by the way. Then we have Ghost, who is, like, Ghost. So, yeah, not too much to say there. And, yeah, let's move on past this, like, row of characters. Mephisto is my second rank 3 6-star, and I got clowned on it so much, and I just do not regret it. I love this guy so much, and now he's actually a pretty good rank up. So yeah, I got the last laugh, man, because you know what? He's a good rank up now. So yeah, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Mephisto. I'll always like the guy. I have some more fun rank ups, like some Warrior, who is honestly not that fun to be honest. Joe Fixit, Captain Britain. Mr. Fantastic, he has a special place in my heart because he was my first ever series on the channel. I have 2 videos of Mr. Fantastic that are both 2 hours long. So I made like 2 full-on movies about this guy. And that is just insane to think about, right? Like I have 2 2-hour videos on Mr. Fantastic alone. That is just insane. Then there's Sauron, who needs a buff. There's Iron Man, who I took up because of Endgame. I don't really regret it. Now you have the final row here. Spot was for content, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Spot. I just do not like his playstyle. It's honestly kind of stressful at times. Sentry was for fun, very fun champion. Hulk was for content. Now I have him as a 7-star, and I'm like madly in love with him, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we have Misty Knight, who I took up for fun. Very fun character. Cable was just for Apocalypse, who is a very strong character, of course. Rintro, I think, was just like for fun, but he's also pretty dang good in Battlegrounds too. Apocalypse was like for War Attack, I believe, and yeah, just crazy good. And also I just like how he's like based around like the pyramids and all that. I think he's really dang cool. So yeah, I think that's like really nice. Then we have Atuma, who's a disgrace to like the water animation people because oh my gosh, he's just so like laughably bad. But yeah, it's whatever, man. He still has like some beautiful animation, so it is what it is. Now we have some just rank 2 6-stars. The only one that's like worth noting here is Strife. I used to be a massive Strife simp. Like, that iBomb featured. I was also hunting for Strife so much, man. It took me like over 100 crystals to not even get the guy. So yeah, when I finally pulled him, I was just like so happy about it. Now we have the rank 1s, and to be honest, I know I should be ranking up a lot of these guys. Sabretooth there, I want to rank up for sure. Also Spider-Man 299, Blade, like Mr. Negative. There's just so many, man. Hulkling I should rank up for sure. Then we have like, Cersei is an Eternal, who I should probably like take the rank 4 to be honest, just like, match Icarus. Then we have like Hyperion, we have Thanos, man. I want to rank up Thanos for fun. Spider-Man Supreme too. There's a lot of characters to rank up here. But yeah, I'll take them eventually, right? So yeah, it is what it is. And then we have my missing champions. And I'm missing like the most featured characters, like, Adam Warlock, Future Ant-Man, who I'm probably going to get soon anyway. Then we have like the Deadpools, which is a bit surprising. Same thing with Drax and Electro. Electro's kind of sad because I actually do enjoy Electro a lot. Same thing with Drax, to be honest. Missing Ghost Rider. Sandman, who I'm like dying to get, man. I really, really want Sandman. Now I'm including this because I always like want to make content on the new characters like right when they drop, and so I have to spend like $50 every 2 weeks to just like get the characters. I don't really do that anymore, but yeah, this is the result of doing that, man. Like I have almost every 2022 champ at rank 5, same with every 2023 champ. I just have like all of them ranked up just so I can make content on them. And yeah, I might do it again. I might like stop doing it. I don't know. It just depends on like like how my subscribers feel about it overall. But yeah, I have so many just like random rank ups because of it, and I honestly just have no regrets towards it. And that'll be it for this first ever account tour, my 500th video. It's been a very fun, like, journey to my 500th video. Been having a lot of fun with this channel. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on my account. Let me know your thoughts on like some of my stories behind my rank ups. And so yeah, that's about it for me.